Hey guys, this is Alex, and this is my sorry, my February review. So my New Year's resolution this year was to try and put up some sort of review every month. Um, and unfortunately, the review I was planning to do, I haven't gotten around to reading the books just because I've been busy with school. But the book that I have read is up for review. So the book that I have, it's called 5 Minute Marvel Stories, and there's no author. I'm just assuming that it's by Marvel, so they wrote this. Um, and it's basically a collection of different Marvel heroes and stuff. Oh, who is the authors? There's a lot. There seems to be a lot of them. Various ones. So I'm not gonna get into them, but I bought this at Costco, or my sister and I bought this at Costco, and it was $9.99, and the actual, recommended retail price for it is $12.99. So we got it for $3 less. But it's really great. It's a picture book kind of. It's got Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, the Hulk, Ant-Man, though I don't exactly understand why Black Widow is on here because she's not really in any of the stories. Yes, she's an Avenger, but you don't see any pictures of her in any of the stories, which sucks. On the back we have Thor, the Wasp, Hawkeye, and the X-Men, which is cool. And in it, there's a table of contents, and there's a total of 12 stories. So if you were to read this, you could get this done in an hour. I've read most of the stories. I haven't had a chance to read all of them, but I try and read myself a story before I go to bed every night, and it does take me 5 minutes to read each story. Sometimes sometimes more, sometimes less. But they're really good. There's 4 Spider-Man stories, 1 X-Men story, 1 Thor story, 2 Iron Man stories, and 2 Avengers stories, and it's really just beautifully illustrated. I don't know if my camera will be able to pick up, but it's really illustrated. It's really colorful and bright. The illustrations are really huge. The text is really big, which is nice for me because at night I don't like to read with my glasses on. So I'll take my glasses off, and it's nice to know that I don't have to have it as close to my face to read it. I can have it a foot back, and I can read it. This is just some of the stuff from the Spider-Man story. X-Men story. The stories that I've read the most are the Avengers stories. I can tell you the stories I have read for sure. The Invincible Iron Man. Iron Man's new armor I've read, and I love that. It feels like it's based off of the movie more. The first 2 movies, which is awesome. Nope, I did not read that one. The Mighty Avengers, Captain America Returns. I read that. That was absolutely, definitely one of my favorites. Because I feel like it's more true to the comics than the movies are. I love the movies, but I haven't read the comic books, so it's hard to say. The Mighty Avengers, Hawkeye, and the Mighty Avengers. That is definitely a favorite of mine. The main reason is because the Hawkeye's costume in this is more based off of the movie than it is based off of the comic and the Disney animated cartoon TV show, which was made back in 2010. The comic, I think his costume is a lot better versus how it is. I don't like his other costume. I can't stand it. It's okay, but it makes me laugh. I'm just like, what? And oh, I read the Hulk one too. Hulk. The Incredible Hulk Desert Brawl. I've read that. And that's all I've had a chance to read so far. But they're all really good stories that I've read. My favorite, I have to say, is the one featuring Hawkeye. I'm hoping that tonight I'll be able to read the X-Men one, just because it's been on my list of stories to read. And I bought this, or my sister and I got this in January. So if you're if you go to your local Costco or any other bookstore, they should hopefully have this. You can find it online, I'm pretty sure, just because it was published in 2012, so it's a new published book. But it's on my list of books, that I absolutely love and enjoy, despite the fact that, it's a kid's book. I mean, I'm 18 and I still read fairy tales. I have the Grimm's fairy tales, and I have the fairy tale books written by Hans Christian Andersen. I have those, and I read those before I go to bed on occasion. So, I mean, I'm one of those people who is a kid at heart, and I still love fairy tales, and you'll have to excuse some of the background noise. My sister is watching Back to the Future Part 3 at the moment. I watched it last night, but, yeah. So, if you're looking for a great, colorful bedtime story, either for your kids or for yourself, I would definitely check out 5 Minute Marvel Stories. I'm actually, I'm gonna look on their website, which is marvelkids.com, and I will put a link to that down below. And there could be more 5 Minute Marvel Stories, books out there. So if there are, I'll let you guys know in the down bar. But that's all I have to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this month's review. Next month's review, I'm just going to tell you now, ahead of time, it is going to be the Vampire Academy graphic novels, which you guys saw in my opening, my box opening earlier this month. So that's going to be March's review, I'm pretty sure. And I might have it at the start of March, because March 5th, I am expecting a package to come in, and I'm going to open it for you guys, and maybe either one or two of those books, one or both books will end up being in a review. I think one of them will, because the other one is in a series, and I want to review that entire series as the final book. But we will have to see, because I'm not entirely sure if I'll have time for it. But one of those books, I can guarantee, will be a March review at some point in March, because I'm going to get it done really fast. I know I'm going to get it done really fast. The other book, it'll probably be April, or maybe the end of March also, but more than likely it'll be an April book review. That's all I can think of. Oh, I'm possibly going to do a DVD review. It'll be like my first ever DVD review I've done, and we'll have to see, because it all depends. But that's all I have to say. So, bye guys!